Watching the show? Show your support by using the hashtag support ROTTMNT. Tell Nickelodeon we don't want them on Nicktoons Network. We want them on the main network. Show your support for the show as well. I love this show. You guys already know that I'm dedicated to it. Let's get this party started. I'm MegamanNG. I welcome you to another Rise of the TMNT episode review. Yet another, because this is the 4th episode I gotta do. I like how Nickelodeon's give me in batches, but they need to actually show some more care for this show. Anyway, this is my Rise of the TMNT Season 2 episode review. This one is episode 7B, Mystery Meat. I'll provide a summary as well as some of the main points, and hopefully I won't be ranty this time. Because yeah, I really I am dedicated to this show, and I don't like how Nickelodeon is treating it. I'm not kidding. Let's get started. It's another day at school, and Baron Draxum is enacting his authority in the lunchroom. April brings him a letter, and it's a good kind of letter. Why's that? He's being nominated for Lunch Lady of the Month. This is a problem for April, as his way of things is a bit questionable. So Draxum decides to deal with the superintendent lunch lady, and April contends with cleaning things up. But like all good things go from bad to worse when Draxum's luncheon creation goes on a rampage. Can Draxum and April be able to quell this menace? And what could possibly get any worse than a mutated food-based monster that grows when it eats? Yeah, that's the gist of it in a nutshell. This is the last of 4 new episodes that were released. Like the previous episode, this one has April, but this time around, she's taking the reins with another character, Baron Draxum. I kinda wish John Cena did Baron Draxum's lines, but Roger Craig Smith does it nicely enough. So yeah, the episode's plot has Draxum earning the Lunch Lady of the Month award. Only problem is that April sees it as a big issue. It goes from bad to worse when an mosquito turns some lunch into a mutated monster. Now it's up to April, Mikey, and Draxum to stop that thing before it becomes a massively big situation. You guys remember the episode when Draxum decides to reform for the better and becomes a luncheon at April's school? Well, this little continuity becomes part of a plot. And while this goes on, April, along with Mikey, let's just say that April's trying to get things cleaned up, but due to a mishap, a monster emerges, and April, along with Mikey, have to stop it. Yes, Mikey's the only turtle that appears in this episode. The main focus is on April and Baron Draxum. I've seen villains emerging in the most unexpected of ways, and I've also seen villains who were once big threats now reduced to nothing and have to reform to show that, yeah, even bad people can change. But this takes the cake. This takes the cake with the bad guy of the week, I'm serious. The bad guy of the week is a mutated monster that was exposed to an mosquito that's like mutated meatloaf. Or, yeah, it is mutated meat. I don't know. Mutated meat for some reason? I don't know. That whenever it eats, it grows. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing because this show really does surprise me. It just does, period. But even though this surprises me, this also gives the episode one of the episode's biggest moments. Baron Draxum being the hero without the use of his mystic powers. And yes, April has reminded Draxum many times not to use them. It is awesome because it shows that he's very athletic, he is recovering, but there is a downside to it all. The downside is that he loses the award. Look at it this way. At least Baron Draxum got respect from the other lunch ladies, the lunch crew. What happens in the lunchroom stays in the lunchroom. That's what it says. No harm, no foul, so at least there's something good out of it. Also, why Mikey appeared in this episode? All he was doing go-kart riding with Raphael. I don't know why he was here, but my guess it was needed to just move the plot along. Not that I have anything bad with it, but it did lead to some of the episode's better moments. This episode is awesome, and I really like I've already said, that this show centers focus on other characters. We've already had 2 previous episodes where it had the main focus on other characters. This is no exception. Since the Turtles do make some supporting appearances, I don't mind. But when the main focus is on other characters, like we've had Senor Hueso and Captain Piel, April O'Neil and Splinter, and now Baron Draxum, I like it. It just works. And I'm happy that much of this show gives focus towards them. The episode itself was really good. I really mean it. The animation is still solid and the action is amazing. Not to mention the ending made me laugh out loud. It shows that Baron Draxum has never changed, especially since the mutated monster been reduced to a baby. And what I saw was hilarious, giving him meat, but when he decides to act out of his own age, he puts a celery up just to keep him in line. It's just so funny, it made me laugh. The animation is just so good and I love it. I hate to admit it, but next to the previous episode that I gave it a perfect 10, this is also one of the best episodes thus far, because it shows that Baron Draxum was awesome. My final rating is a perfect 10. I don't care what anyone says. This is my review and my opinion. It's actually one of the more awesome episodes I've ever seen. For an 11-minute episode, these guys really do deliver. They really do. And I'm really happy that these guys can continue to keep going. Now I just wish more people got to see it so that way they can see how awesome it is. But let's only pray that Nickelodeon does what's right and give this show the love that it truly deserves. I've already had my rant about it, and I don't want to, like, how do I put this? Push it aside in favor of the episode. Just letting you guys know that. It shows how dedicated I am. I really do. So yeah, what do you guys think of this episode? What do you guys think of the many episodes that you've seen thus far? The only question is, when are we getting more? Well, we'll have to wait and see. That is it for this episode review. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. It all means a lot to me. Truly it does. And I wish that Nickelodeon can actually give a darn about this show. I've already said that enough. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Cowabunga!